What was that? What a game. What a game. The best game I have seen him play all year. Unbelievable. Who is this team? They get absolutely, 2 weeks ago, destroyed by Brisbane Lions. Slaughtered by them. Slaughtered by the Lions. And this week, they slaughtered the Bulldogs at Adelaide Oval. Hinkley was on the ropes. The box is not here tonight. I don't know, maybe Hinkley wasn't coaching. I didn't see him. I was at the game live. Maybe he called in sick. Maybe gave him a bit of a ram up the backside. I can't believe that the game I just watched. They were playing as if they were playing in a final. The whole team played well. Even our B graders played well. Except Darcy Byrne-Jones, but we'll get to him. But where did it start? Well, it's typical Port Adelaide, the biggest roller coaster team in the AFL. Sometimes they're right up the top and can beat anyone, and in other games they're just down the bottom. A roller coaster team to support. Typical Port Adelaide. But it was our big three, Jason, Butters, and Rosie. From the centre bounce, they absolutely dominated the game. They even got a goal each. No, well, Butters and Rosie got a goal each. Horn Francis got, what, 4 goals? For a 21-year-old? Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was there watching it. I'm like, this is slap me. I'm sleeping. This is a dream. This team's actually playing like a top 4 team for once. Couldn't believe it. Let's look at their stats. Hang on. Let's pull up their stats. Connor Rosie, what did he get? 36 possessions, Connor Rosie. 5 marks, 8 tackles, and a goal. He probably got half of those, or maybe a quarter of those. No, more than a quarter. Half of those probably at quarter time. And then we've got Butters, who I think was BOG on the ground, by the way. 33 possessions, 10 marks, and 3 tackles. He was so dominant that Hinkley had to sub him off. He thought, Butters, mate, you've done too much. We've still got a quarter to play. Half a quarter to play. Come off. Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. If Butters played the whole game, he would have got over 40 possessions easily. And then Jason, for a 21-year-old, number 1 draft pick. 20 possessions, 7 marks, 2 tackles, kicked 3 goals in the forward line. He was 20 possessions and rotating through the forward line. And he's kicking 3 goals. Our midfield, this is how they need to play every week. Rosie, the captain, the king, has returned. He's been out for a few weeks. A couple of weeks back since his injury. And he's back to his absolute best. Our midfielder slaughtered them. Absolutely slaughtered them. And speaking of our midfield, Jordan Sweet, ex-Bulldog player, couldn't get a game at the Bulldogs because they had an All-Australian ruckman in English. And he absolutely played his role. Jordan Sweet, what was his stats? For going up against an All-Australian, let me just find him. Where are you, mate? You must be somewhere, at least halfway down the list here. Jordan Sweet, here we go. 42 hit-outs. 42 hit-outs, 9 possessions, 3 marks, and a goal by Jordan Sweet. Up against an All-Australian ruckman. Up against an All-Australian ruckman, our midfield with our ruck and our 3 amigos, we blew them away. Won the clearances. Won so many balls from the midfield. Stoppages. Forward entries. But one other player I want to mention. This player has stood up the last few games. Mitch Georgiades. Career high. 5 goals, Mitch. Dead on target. And they weren't all easy shots. He got that little gimme at the end. But he kicked the ball well. He's marking well. He's playing well. Just came back from an ACL this year. 5 goals. He's been consistent. Our only tall forward that's actually been consistent. Our forward line still needs a bit of work. I know we've got Cornflakes as our forward coach. Georgiades is probably the only forward, I would say, that's actually playing like a forward. Ollie Lord, I know he's young. He hasn't had many AFL games, but Ollie, you've got to play hard. You want that spot. You don't want Dixon to take your spot when Dixon serves his suspension. You need to play hard. You need to mark hard, and you need to capitalise those shots. You need to score those shots. You kicked, one goal I think you kicked. Marshall, mate, a couple of years ago, our leading goal scorer. And this year, hasn't done much in front of goals. But when they put Marshall up on the wing or playing up the ground, he does his role. Marshall just needs to kick them, be a bit more stronger in the marking contest. Our small forwards, we need Willie Rioli back. We haven't had him back for a few weeks now. It's probably been 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. He played in the SNFL this weekend. We need Rioli back. We need that small forward. Narkle's okay, but he's not Willie Rioli. And Darcy Byrne-Jones, mate, he needs to come out. He has had no impact in the game whatsoever, Darcy Byrne-Jones. My suggestion would be bring Rioli in for Darcy Byrne-Jones. Quick swap for those two. Now let's talk about our defence. Now, I know Norton got concussed early in the game, but Aaliyah and Zach Thatcher, they played great. Really well. How they should be playing those two. Well done to those two players. And then our mid-season pickup, Logan Evans. What is he, 18, 19? He came in, he's playing well, Logan Evans. He's playing really well. I'm impressed with our mid-season pickup with Logan Evans. Playing like a real good defender. Not sure what's going to happen when Burden's back in the side, but we'll watch his space. Jordan Sweet should be our starting ruck. Jordan Sweet should be our starting ruck. And when Soldo's back from injury, this is my suggestion. Soldo's a great ruckman, don't get me wrong. But when he's back from injury, I think what we need to do is have Sweet as our main ruck and play Soldo as a forward ruck. Get rid of Finlayson and play him as our second forward ruck. That is another of my suggestions moving forward with selections. Gold Coast next week. In Gold Coast, they haven't lost a game in Gold Coast all year. Can we be the team that finally ends their streak in the Gold Coast? Took Miller, probably their best player, got injured on the weekend. That helps us. Let's see who will get back in. Hopefully Rioli comes back in. We need Rioli back in. I think Solo's still maybe a week or two away. I'm not too sure. I have to double check that. But we need to be on that momentum now. Once we're in our momentum, and once our three forwards, especially this man here, the 21-year-old future Brownlow medalist, we can beat anyone. Don't play like we did 2 weeks ago. And you know what, supporters? Keep saying Sack Hinkley. Because the more you say Sack Hinkley, the more we play better. When he knows his life's on the line, when he knows his job's on the line, the team plays better. So I'm still saying Sack Hinkley, because unless we win the grand final, he's gone. I'm making that call right now. But Ollie Wines, the Brownlow medalist, he did well. What was Ollie Wines' stats? Ollie Wines, where are you? Ollie Wines, there you go, top 3. Playing inside mid. 30 possessions, 4 marks, 2 tackles and a goal, Ollie Wines. This is what we need. Our players can play well. We just need to be consistently well. You know, our forward line isn't the best. Our defence isn't the best. But our midfield is A grade. If we can dominate the midfield and centre clearances and push that board forward, we can control the game. Hopefully we beat Gold Coast next week. We need that momentum. Took Miller out. Thank you. We needed that. Don't think we've got any injuries. Although Georgiades, as much as he's been playing well the last 3 weeks, kicking 5 goals, career high, looks like he might serve a 1-week suspension with that hit off the ball. But this will be time for Marshall to stand up. But we'll see how things go. I'm happy. We won. We played well. Now let's get the wheels into motion. Let's keep playing well. And one final note. If you like my videos on me critiquing Port Adelaide, I suggest you look up Blue Bagger Borelli, Isaac Borelli on YouTube. He's a Carlton supporter. Watch his videos. Subscribe to his channel. He did a really good video on the weekend with the GWS Carlton game. Watch his videos. Subscribe to his channel as well. Inspiration. Real passionate Carlton supporter. But until that, keep it up, guys. Keep winning. Please. Let's at least be competitive. I'll see you all in my next video.